I really love what you're doing with this concept. I loved it before, but like I think that the interview nature of it is really cool. And also you're a very good interviewer.
Can we take a minute and hype up just this concept? It's wonderful. It's wonderful. You're wonderful as an interviewer.
The questions that you come up with, just the attention to those details, it's so much fun to do.
You tapped into it, and then now I think this formula is great.
I haven't really sat and remembered why I love this game so much.
We've been very happy to meet so many cool, creative, funny people on Twitch.
And this is the natural evolution.
What Sarah's doing is really cool. Yeah, I could talk to Sarah till the cows come home.
Not a lot of people on Twitch are just bringing on other creators just to interview them.
Thank you for having us.
Really, it's been a very healthy thing that you've kicked off in our lives.
When I saw the trailer for just what you're doing with the core memories concept, I mean, I hope you do this again.
This is a great idea. We can't wait to see the rest of core memories.
Having Cartoonia embrace me the way it did was huge.
What do you say, chat? More core memories?
Hello.
Hey, Marv, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Welcome in. Let me just go ahead and boop. All right, play the video. Well, hey, welcome to an episode of Core Memories. I hope you're doing well because yes, you got the hat. That's so wonderful. We played Barbie Pet Rescue for the CD-ROM, which was your pick for Core Memories. Can you tell me a little bit about your experience with this game?
So I just remember sitting at my computer in my room, years 2000, pre 9/11, you know, and pre 9/11, we were talking about that. And this game, I was just playing it all the time. I loved rescuing the pets. My favorite was the monkey on the playset. I loved bringing them back and then taking care of them in the office and everything.
Yeah. Were you a Barbie fan or just an animal lover? Or both?
I did like Barbie, but more so animal. If Barbie ever had the little Barbie vets or the Barbie that came with a dog or a cat, I was I need that Barbie because I'm gonna get a dog or a cat toy with it.
Okay, yeah. So you didn't really care about the Barbie herself. It was
yeah, I definitely like Barbie.
Yeah,
but
yeah. Because Barbie, she's done a lot of animal focused jobs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like she's had a zillion jobs. So.
Oh yeah.
Well, I know that you are in your life now a avid pet lover, and all things pets. When did that fascination start? And did Barbie Pet Rescue contribute to that in any way?
I feel like I've always just loved animals. They're just we can communicate with them on a level that's more than just language,
Yeah.
And I definitely think that Barbie Pet Rescue, I think back to it a lot when because I have rescued a lot of animals. Just 2-3 weeks ago, we had to rescue a cat off of the phone line outside. It was hanging from the phone line, so we had to go out and hold a blanket and catch it when it fell. Ended up being the neighbor's cat too. So
really.
But yeah, I think about I think back to this game a lot when random things happen where I end up having to help an animal.
Now, how old were you when you played this?
8.
You're 8? Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was just such a that era of PC games were really something. I feel a lot of the times you would get games with other media, right? Maybe I don't know if this one came with a Barbie playset or something like that, but sometimes you could get computer game CD-ROMs in bags of cereal.
Right, or you could get a toy with a VHS. Remember that You would get like the Indian in the cupboard, and you had or like the books that would come with stuffed animals.
And
like
Indian in the
Stella
cupboard
with the bat.
specifically, you had like a little opening for the toy. Yes. I don't know anybody else that has seen that movie.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. This one, I don't remember it coming with anything. Just I have the CD-ROM.
Yeah.
But we both have.
We both have our
KitKats.
tabbies. Yeah, mine likes to sit on top of my computer. He likes to sit on the tower. It's great.
Oh, with the warm, yeah.
Yes, I know, and I'm like, you're getting pet hair in my
Right.
$3,000 computer. Thank you, but he has a hammock right above it. So, yeah, no, this show actually started. The whole concept was like remembering those like weird, obscure games. And it started with me remembering that I used to play this game on the PC that came in a Captain Crunch cereal box.
Oh my goodness.
I know, where you raised like little Goo-Gahs and everything, little Crunchlings. Were you like big on the computer? Did you play a lot of like computer games?
Yeah, I played a lot of computer games. So my mom worked in computer sales. So it was like we had computers like in the house. So I was, privileged in that way for sure, like having a computer early on.
Yeah.
Played a bunch of different games, but this one definitely is like one that I think back to all the time. And another game that I played during this time was like a random math temple game.
Math temple, okay.
Yeah, it was like you were definitely in a temple, but you had to solve math equations, like addition, subtraction. I was 8 years old. So.
Yeah, right.
But
that's kind of sick. Yeah, last season we played the Logical Journey of the Zoombinis with Neon Sock Media, and that was a very like, education, a high game.
Yep.
So with Barbie Rescue Vet, I mean, so like obviously I know you have like what 3 cats now?
Give or take.
Yeah. So have you had obviously I know that you've had dogs. Have you ever kept a bunny rabbit?
I did have a bunny. He was
Really?
actually like, one of my like bond. Like I love him so much. I think about him all the time. That bunny, I know like. Not to compare animals to other animals, but a lot of people will be like, oh, that cat is like a dog because it'll like come when it's called, it'll play fetch, it will go up to anybody.
Yeah.
This bunny was like a dog in that sense. Like he was very social, like that rabbit he was a gem. for
Yeah,
sure.
I've heard that if you like raise them and train them, they will just be like family pets.
Yeah,
Not like
he was
wild
litter
rabbits at all.
trained.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
you
he
could,
would
like,
go in his
litter
litter
train.
box. Yeah.
Is
Yep.
that
Yeah, we actually had to
difficult?
put a. No, so they poop, and it comes out like a pea-sized dry pellet.
Yeah.
As long as they're healthy, they could have diarrhea or something. But when you're litter training them, you just put that pellet into the litter box, and they just want to go where their poop is.
So they like kind of know, okay, this is where I need to go.
Yeah.
Huh, okay, interesting. We had rabbits too, but we farmed them. We like, we raised rabbits. They weren't like pets.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
Mrs. Sorrow Streams
Still
really
cute.
wants a pet bunny, and I'm like, I don't know if that'll go over with the Cocker Spaniel.
Oh yeah, that is a very high prey drive.
Yes,
But-
absolutely. So,
Mhm.
but yeah, I know she really wants one. Have you ever worked in the medical field with pets, or you do more of the
I haven't-
rescue work?
I haven't worked in the medical field with pets. I've worked in the medical field with humans, and now I just walk dogs and pet sit full time.
Do you find that more rewarding than working with humans?
Yeah, yeah. I worked in pain management, so it was a bit like sad,
I see.
So
Yeah.
it's definitely like, and like obviously, I've lost some of my clients, and that's really sad. But as far as like day to day goes, it's super rewarding. And like some of them I have to administer medication. Like tomorrow and the rest of the weekend, I've got a cat that I have to give insulin to all weekend. But that's not like most of the time. I'm just taking dogs for walks.
Yeah.
Spending time with them.
Do you have any like long-term clients, like people that have gone to you for years and years?
Yeah, so actually just this summer we had to put down my very first client that I got. Yeah, it was actually like they called me over to like come spend time with her before the vet got to their house. And like when she pulled up, like obviously like my boyfriend and I were like, we're in tears, like, you know, about to leave. And I'm just like, we've had her since like 2017. It was like a long time. And like I had done dog sitting and dog walking on the side when I had worked bartending jobs, office jobs, all that. But I didn't go full time with it until about 5 years ago.
Oh, wow.
So I had her from before I went full time with it.
Yeah, that's rough. My Lou's brother does that full time, walks dogs, dog sits and everything. And like, you know, some of these dogs are so like old and these people are gone for like extended times. And he is terrified that the dog is going to like pass when this person's like gone.
There's definitely been a couple times where I'm not so sure. I'm like, should we be going on vacation right now for 2 weeks and leaving me in charge?
Right. Do you sorry, go ahead.
What? I was it.
Do you ever like, do you just walk them or do you ever like house sit with them?
So I will stay at their houses a lot. So I have like pretty much all summer. I think I was home, like sleeping at home, maybe like 2 weeks total as far as like I was like back to back overnights. It's a lot like more chill in the fall and the winter. I don't have as many.
Not as many people are going on vacation and stuff.
Yeah. Over like Thanksgiving and Christmas, like I don't think I've spent a holiday sleeping at my own house in years.
Wow, that's crazy. Is that enjoyable work for you? Do you like staying in other people's houses and watching their pets?
Yeah, it was definitely weird at first, and I always have meet and greets with people before I, you know, walk their dogs or stay at their house or anything, so I get a good feel for like how everything's gonna be.
Yeah.
But you know, it was weird at first, and now it's just kind of like I'm having a sleepover with a dog, and I was always like good at having sleepovers, like never really get like homesick. The most is like I miss my pets when I'm with other people's pets, but I still get to see mine throughout the day.
Yeah. No, that's absolutely wonderful. Oh, big raid coming in. Cartoon Therapy, thank you so much for the raid. Wow, what a guy. For those of you that are new joining, we are doing a little bit of an interview with Loch Ness Marvster and talking about a game that she holds near and dear to her heart, Barbie Pet Rescue. So thank you so much, everybody that joined in. Consider following. Alerts are off for the interview, but I so appreciate you guys being here. Thank you, Cartoon Therapy. This game has a ton. This game has a ton of mini games.
Oh yeah.
Welcome in. Did the mini games, like, did you spend a lot of your time playing those games, or were you more interested in the rescue aspect of it?
I was more interested in like the 3D action adventure that they offered, but I definitely would, you know, in between them would like play a mini game or two. I liked the puppy treat toss one. That one was really cute, and it was definitely, I can't remember who said it the other day, but they were like, "This is Nintendogs."
Yeah, it really felt like the precursor to Nintendogs. I was like, Barbie was on that shit before Nintendo even thought about it.
Right. I can't see Finny.
Yeah, I see that your pig is all over the cam.
Yes, he's snugging everything right now.
Aw. So can you tell me about your childhood pets? Did you have a lot of pets growing up, or was this kind of like a thing that you did in adulthood?
I had one cat growing up and one dog. We had like a calico cat named Honey. She lived to be 23, and
oh wow,
she was in the house before I was even born. I was like about 18, 19 when she passed away.
Yeah.
And then we had a husky who we adopted when he was 1 and I was also 1. and then he passed away when I was 16. So he lived to be really old for a husky as well.
Yeah, I feel like that's pretty good for an old dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was a rescue. He was about to be put down when he got rescued. So.
Oh my goodness, at one?
Yeah, like overcrowding and it's just. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's so.
Shelters and stuff.
Yeah, that's so rough. I had a cat like that growing up. It was like, a cat that was around before I was even around, and I don't even think had a name until,
Oh my goodness.
We
just
came
call him
around.
Cat.
Yeah, we called it Mama Cat because it kept having kittens. Until
Mama Cat.
we got her fixed. But I distinctly remember like that cat being there before I was even there. Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's not safe, but my mom tells me that cat would climb into the crib with me. And I'm like, that's not very safe, but it was the 90s, so.
Well, yeah, but like is there I don't know. I don't know anything about babies or cats with babies. Is there significant risk?
I mean, I know you're not even supposed to have stuffed animals in the crib with them, but I also don't know much about babies.
You're not supposed to have stuffed animals either? So no animals in the crib?
No animals in the crib.
That's really sad. Listen, if I ever have a little baby, I'm putting all the animals in the crib with it, okay?
Stop knocking me.
Have you had any like exotic pets in your lifetime? Or wanted to?
We have ducks, but that's not exotic. That's just like some fun little backyard egg layer guys,
You have ducks in your backyard?
Yeah, but they're like it's not like a giant flock, and it's not like I don't know, they're not exotic, I guess, in the area either.
Yeah, but still, not a lot of people have ducks except for, I can't think of anybody.
And I had a lizard, but he was one of those ones you get from a fair.
A fair?
I didn't like him being at the fair, so I spent all my money trying to get one of the lizards out.
You saved a lizard from a fair? Tell me more about that.
Well, it was like, you guys have like the ring toss at the fair and they give you a goldfish?
Yes.
Well, like you would turn in 5 goldfish and you would get a little lizard, like a knoll.
5 goldfish?
Yeah.
You would have to.
So you would win 5 goldfish and you could trade it in for a lizard.
Oh, so the goldfish stayed. They weren't just like, here's 5 goldfish and a lizard. Good luck.
Yeah, no, but if you went to them at the end, sometimes they would just give you goldfish.
Okay, I
Bears
see.
are fucked up.
Yeah, they really are, because goldfish are not small, like, space creatures. Like, you need a pretty big setup for goldfish to live healthy and happy.
Yeah, they'll like grow to their size. Like if you put them in a pond or something, they'll just get huge.
Yeah, well, I mean, and that's the sad part is they'll get huge regardless of what you put them in. It's just they don't live long enough to get to huge size if they're in a little bowl. Yeah, hashtag get huge. Get huge regardless. So I'm hearing that you are very, very much a person that is looking to, like, it sounds like throughout your life have been rescuing animals. Do you have like a really memorable rescue?
I had to tackle a pit bull in like a median in like it's like what 50 mile an hour and 4 lanes of traffic.
Oh wow.
Because he was just like running towards us and Alex was driving, our RSK was driving, and I was like, stop the car, and I just like got out and tackled the dog, and he was wearing a harness luckily, so I grabbed the harness and he was freaking out and nobody's stopping to let me like go across the street, and he parked at a pizza shop,
right,
and he had to like walk across so we could get back across. And then we kept the dog. I posted on Facebook that we had found this dog, and we lived about 20 minutes away from where we found him, so after a couple hours we're going home. And when this person finally was like, oh, that's my dog, they were mad at me for taking him 20 minutes to my house. I was like, I've been keeping your dog safe all day.
I'm sorry, I saved your dog from traffic. A thank you would be nice.
Yeah, it was wild. So the dog also didn't want to go with them, so I hated that.
So they were mad at you because they had to drive out the 20 minutes and get their dog?
Yeah.
And he was like in the middle of like, I'm imagining like a highway to where cars going this way, cars going that way, and the dog was like kind of stuck in the middle.
He was like running down this little grass median that's maybe like, I don't know, 2-3 odd feet. And he was just running down it towards us, and I just jumped down and grabbed him.
You said grab, but you said tackled earlier. So
okay, yeah, I did tackle the dog at first because you have one chance with that kind of shit because it's like if I let go of him, he's getting hit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like if I didn't do anything, there's a chance he's getting hit. But like if I disrupt that, like I'm good. It was a tackle. He was there. Yeah, it was more of a tackle.
Yeah. Well, and pitties are strong dogs. Yeah. So you really, like you said, only got one chance, and you better hold on tight.
Yeah, he was wiggling too. He was like, "Who the fuck are you?"
Yeah.
Which I get, but also, why are you running down the middle of like, there's cars going 50?
Yeah, I am. Yeah. Anytime my dog leaves the yard, I am just in shambles, trying to get her to come back, and like she never really goes far, thankfully. But like I just couldn't imagine. I keep an air tag on her collar just in case.
Yeah, that's super. Yeah. That's the best way to do it. Know where they're at.
Yeah, I agree. We had kind of a similar story we were walking around in the apartment complex we used to live in, and a dog ran up to us. And we were just like, I don't know whose dog you are, but I guess let's just take you home. And we took him to the vet, and they didn't have like a what do you call it, the little chips?
The microchip.
Yeah, the microchip. It wasn't microchipped or anything, so we just didn't know what to do with this poor dog. And I went to a local Starbucks and asked the person, told the story to one of the baristas, and they were like, "Oh, I saw that dog on Nextdoor." I didn't think to check Nextdoor, right?
Right.
But it turned out it was somebody from the complex next to ours and a coworker of one of ours. Wow. So yeah, it was it was one of those things where it was like, oh wow, this is pretty amazing that it just so happened, because we were like, I guess we're just adopting this old dog at this point,
right? Like
I don't know what to do with them. I will say I found that the people at the shelter were not very helpful in that, because we did call and we were like, well, we don't really know what to do with them, and like I don't want to give them to you if you guys are just gonna like put him down,
right? Because he's old.
Yeah, and they couldn't really like confirm or deny if they were going to do that or not. So I'm glad we kept them for as long as we did.
Yeah.
So he could go back to their owner.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I bet they were very happy.
Yeah. Do you do any work with like shelters or anything like that? You said you rescued a dog recently.
We rescued a cat from a phone line.
That's right.
It was our neighbor's cat. Yeah. It was like, I heard this awful noise and I thought it was one of my cats, and I was like, maybe one of my cats accidentally got out and is like screaming at the door. So I go over and look, and there's a lot of strays here. And there's a stray just staring at the phone line, and I look up and there's a little kitten, and we had saved like over the summer this little guy. I don't even think you can see him, but he's like a tiny little black cat. He was hanging off of a car and fell off of the car at a red light.
Oh my god.
And this kitten that's hanging off of the phone line is this little tiny black kitten, and we're like, how did our kitten get out? So we didn't really like know if it was our kitten. It looked a little bigger, but we're like, maybe he grew a little bit because he's so scared.
Yeah.
And we go out with a blanket and we're following it around. It finally falls, we catch it, and then the neighbor comes out and they're like, what's going on? And Alex is holding the kitten, and I run inside to see if I can find Gizmo, our black kitten.
Yeah.
And the neighbor's like, are you taking him? And Alex is like, well, I don't want to just put him back down. He's a little kitten, and she's going in to check and see if it's our kitten. And she goes, that's my cat. And so she thought that we were trying to steal her cat. And we're like, no, we just saved it. Yeah. It's hanging from the phone lines. She didn't even know her cat had gotten out.
I love these stories. All of your rescue stories end with people being like, stop stealing my animals, or stop inconveniencing me for saving my animals.
I'm like, I don't want them. I want them back with their owners.
Well,
I don't
what
need
I
two
really
black
want
kittens.
is for you to take care of them. Can you do that for me?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the neighbor really did think finders keepers.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, so I know that we talked a little bit about those like early PC games, and you said that your mother was in like PC sales. Did you have any other like games like this that really cemented with you? Is there any like notable ones other than the math game?
As far as like, I played a lot of Neopets. Like
Neopets, yeah.
Neopets to the point where like I was still playing Neopets in high school. I know this is probably not gonna make any sense to anybody who didn't play Neopets, but like had the lab ray, was a Neo millionaire.
Oh,
Like
wow.
it was obnoxious. I did end up getting 2 accounts frozen because I didn't know that they were serious when they said don't make multiple accounts and send Neo points to yourself, and they were serious about that. So
I mean, you just proved that you loved Neopets more than anybody else.
yeah, there was like some games that I was like, I know I can get a really high amount of Neo points on, so I'll play them on all of my accounts, put a piece of dung in the shop for like 500,000 Neo points and just sell it to myself.
I mean, you're just gaming the system at that point. I applaud you for it.
It didn't feel wrong. I actually, no lie, last year, 2024, I emailed Neopets begging for forgiveness and said, give me my account back, please.
And they said?
They never
They
responded.
never even responded. That upsets me because like you're here showing dedication
I
to
know.
their game, and they're just like, yeah, get lost, loser.
I know. I was like live when I did that too. I was like, I'm emailing Neopets right now.
No. Oh, well, that's a bummer. I think we need to start like a GoFundMe style campaign to get your Neopets unbanned.
Right, what is like, you get like a bunch of signatures.
Like a petition.org.
Yeah, for me to get my Neopets account back.
Yeah, we'll do like a petition, and like it'll totally blow somebody's like legitimate like, hey, this horrible thing happened to me petition out of the water for you to get your Neopets account back.
So many signatures. Free the pets.
Do you find yourself like drawn to pet style games like that?
I don't play nearly as many like cozy or pet games as I used to. I really liked Nintendogs. I had the 101 Dalmatians for the Game Boy.
Okay.
Loved that one. But I think so. When I started, I think it's probably when I started high school, I started playing like World of Warcraft, and then probably junior year started playing League of Legends and then like shooter games and stuff. So I like definitely in high school kind of shifted from like cozy games to more competitive games, but I'm not a super competitive gamer. I just like the aspect of like team games that like, I like competitive games without taking it so serious that you're gonna crash out.
Yeah, I remember the first time I watched you were playing CS:GO, and I know that is like a very serious, time-consuming, style.
Yeah, the games can be long.
Yeah, and it seems like a lot of people like put a lot of their heart and soul and energy into that game, and you were just like playing it casually. I was like, oh, this is real gamer hours.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I don't know. I like being able to play games that are competitive without taking it like too serious. Obviously, I'm trying. I'm never trolling. I'm never like, oh, fuck this game. Like, it is a team game. I'm putting in my best effort. You know what I mean?
But you're not raging when somebody misses a shot or something.
If I'm
like
not,
that.
it's like if I'm not playing my best, I'm not losing my mind. If somebody else isn't playing their best, I'm not losing my mind.
Yeah, that's the way to be, honestly.
Yeah.
Did you ever try? And this is one that I was excited to try, and it just did not work. But games were you ever an Xbox person?
I played a bit of Xbox 360. Like I had one. I still have like the games on my shelf, but my Xbox has the Red Ring of Death, so I can't play them.
Yikes.
But I think I played mostly like Skyrim, and then Call of Duty Black Ops 2. I liked
Okay.
it's
That
like
was
their
the best
gun
one.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked
That was the best
gun
one.
game in that. Yeah.
I remember I played Viva Pinata. I played one. Well, I had the Xbox One, and it came with a Kinect, and it came with a demo of Connectables. Do you remember that one?
No.
Where it was like you got to pick like a little animal pet, like a tiger, or like a baby tiger, or a baby lion, or baby leopard. I guess a baby big cat. Maybe there was a bear in there. I don't know.
Sounds cute.
And you would like, because it was like motion capture, right? So you would like pet the animal and everything. I don't think it really worked that well, but I wonder if there are more games out there in that style. And if there's if there's a market for that.
Right. That immediately made me think of Hey You Pikachu, because didn't
Yes.
that have like the component where you were like interacting? Was it a mic?
Yeah, you had
were
like a
interacting?
mic that you plugged into your N64, and you would
Yeah.
talk to it.
Yeah.
and
like that interactive type of
that technology was mind blowing in
Right?
1998.
rumble packs were mind blowing. You're telling me if I stick this little thing in the back of my controller's gonna shake?
I
was
know,
like, that's
what?
wild.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah, like I played a lot of like James Bond, like the World Is Not Enough and GoldenEye. And I was just amazed. Yeah, definitely N64 was one of my... I played more N64 games at this time of my life than computer games, but...
Okay, yeah. So you did like GoldenEye, and were there any other like standout N64 games for you?
Wave Race and 1080. I honestly have had the biggest urge to play both of those games recently.
Okay.
I get soundtracks stuck in my head. The one is a jet ski racing game, and the other one's a snowboarding game.
Oh, okay, all right. I feel like snowboarding really had a moment at that time period too.
It really did.
With Shaun White.
Right.
Yeah, Wave Race. I never had any of those racing games. I was enamored with like Pokemon Stadium and
love that one. Super Smash Bros.
What was the other one? Obviously, like Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, and Majora's Mask.
Donkey Kong, yeah.
Donkey Kong,
good ones, yes.
So I actually never played Donkey Kong.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna play Donkey Kong for the first 64 for the first time next week with Bad Street.
I'm so excited for you.
Yeah, I'm excited too.
Lanky's my favorite.
Which one?
Lanky
Kong. Oh, that's the one with the
Lanky
like,
Kong.
Lanky,
Yeah, he does like the
with the long arms.
slaps.
Yeah.
He's like slap.
I'm excited. Although I gotta admit, and again, this show didn't start out as a interview show. It started out as me playing like games from either my childhood or other people's, just like suggested games. And I gotta admit, some of those controls are just so jank now that it's really hard to go back to.
Yeah.
I know that like the N64 controller is wildly debated on, is it good? Is it bad? We don't know.
Right.
Where do you land?
I like the placement of things, but I like the placement on the N64 controller, like where everything is placed. I definitely like that, but I do think that the joysticks, out of all of the controllers, they were the first to go. N64 controller joysticks were like just always loose.
Yeah. For me, mine held up pretty well, but I played just a ton of Star Fox 64.
It's a great game.
Like just so much of it, to the point where any game that requires it, I invert the y-axis. So like if you pull down on the stick, you look up. And like I played so much Star Fox 64, it just like it stuck with me that like, oh, playing controls is how you look at stuff.
Right. Right.
Arsky was a Star Fox head as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it. So I gotta say, I'm upset that I didn't get the Barbie PC game to work, but I did have a lot of fun watching it. It seems like really well put together. as like a point
For
and
the year
click.
2000, it's like, yeah.
It looks really good. It even looks like kind of like the movies that they put out at that time.
Right. Yeah.
The point and click aspect, I think, probably lends a lot to that. But yeah, it seems pretty fun. I did notice that a lot of the rescue spots were like at the same house. Like you would go to one house and rescue a rabbit, a dog, a parakeet, and a monkey.
Right. This house needs more investigation than just Barbie.
I know. Yeah, they need to get Detective Barbie down there and see what's going on.
Right. Yeah. Different Barbie.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of, I actually got a physical Barbie in the box for.
Oh my
for
gosh,
this
I
interview.
see it.
Yeah. Let me
Yes.
actually. It's all my setup.
That's wonderful.
But
Right.
yeah, we actually got the Barbie.
There's a Barbie for that.
Yeah, hashtag
There's an app for
Barbie
that.
I know it's not
beautiful.
like. I don't think it corresponds with the game. I think this is more of a vet style Barbie. Because it has like a monkey and a little kitten, but it's got all the fixins for it,
I feel like if it's got a monkey in there, then it's spot on.
Right? Yeah, because there was a monkey in this game. Also, who's keeping monkeys as pets?
Yeah, I don't know. I've seen it a couple times, like not in real life, but in videos, and I'm like, where is that legal?
If you had a client that was like, hey, I need you to house sit with my pet monkey for 2 weeks, would you do it?
I would probably go through with the meet and greet out of curiosity for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I would also... I would need to spend more than one session. Like, typically when I have a meet and greet, I meet up with the owners and their pets one time before I start just going into their house and taking care of their pets when they're not home and they as needed.
Yeah.
But with a monkey, I would definitely need to meet them a couple times before I'm just like, I'm walking in your house by myself.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
And I'm not talking like chimpanzee or anything. That's a big no. Like,
Yeah, but I mean, like
one?
any monkey can jump on your face and rip your face. They got sharp teeth.
They do, yeah. They got sharp teeth and they got hands. They got little grabby hands.
They got little grabby hands, like raccoons. Raccoons can do a number to you too. Like when people own raccoons,
Yeah.
I'm like they can do a number to you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're not, especially like if they don't get scared. Like you're seeing these raccoons that are just not afraid of humans. And I'm like, that's a problem. That's a wild
That is a
ass
problem.
animal. And I'm from Tennessee and we got tons of them here,
Yeah, I had to get in like a fight with a raccoon. It was hissing at me and coming at me, and it was trying to get my ducks, and I was like, "Back, beast, back!" And I was like, I had like this like rake, and I was like slamming the rake on the ground, trying to get it to stay away from me.
And they're
It was so bad.
They're so like kind of fluffy and rotund that they don't really seem to even
they're
notice,
cute.
right? Yeah.
They're so cute, but they're so evil. And it's like, I love raccoons and I love foxes, but like since having ducks and dealing with like them with my ducks, I'm leaning more towards I don't like them, but I get that they're just trying to survive, but like
they're just trying to eat. Raccoons can go. No, whoa. Raccoons can go in the trash. They can go and search for scraps and stuff. Foxes, I get. They need to hunt.
This is true. Yeah.
They
need to hunt.
Have you had foxes going after your ducks?
Yeah, we had a situation at our last house. We lived like right up against a state park and eat something else. Yes, exactly. we and it was just woods, and we were outside with the ducks at this like point too. So it was like never an issue that foxes would come into our property, but they were getting very like confident, and you would try and like bucket them or like kind of do like a couple steps at them to make them turn around.
Yeah.
And they would turn around, but then turn right back around towards our house. So they were getting a little too confident. They did end up grabbing my baby girl Rosie and taking her down it was traumatizing. Like Alex had to like chase this fox down the hill.
Oh my God. They were like, what? You're not going to do anything, human.
Yeah.
It
was bad.
Like,
and it's like I think they're cute. I love Fantastic Mr. Fox, one of my favorite movies. But after dealing with like fighting off foxes and raccoons, I'm like, you guys are less cute now.
You're such a badass. All the stories I've talked to you about, it's either like catching kittens from telephone poles, tackling pit bulls, fighting off foxes and raccoons.
All of my animal rescue stories are a bit intense. I mean, Gizmos, Alex did everything. You can't see him, but he's on the couch. Like we were at a red light and he just fell off of the car in front of us. And Alex was like, he just pulled into the parking lot right there.
Yeah.
I was like, that was a little kitten. And the kitten ran into like a drain.
Yeah.
So he went and got the kitten out of the drain and then knocked on the lady's window. And she was like, what? The kitten fell off my car?
It's like, what are you talking about? So you guys just
Yeah.
was like, well, if you clearly don't know what this is about, so we're taking this kitten home.
Well, she ended up pulling in and she tried to make us take him. And we were like, no, because we still had Bulma at this point and she was,
Yeah.
you know, at like, you know, the end of her cancer diagnosis. So we were just making her happy and comfy, and getting a little kitten at that time didn't sound like a good idea. So we
Right.
kept telling her no. But then she was trying to get the kitten back into the car, and the kitten was freaking out, and it looked like she was about to drop him in the parking lot again.
Oh, jeez.
So Alex was just like, give me the kitten. We'll take the kitten. And honestly, best decision, because Bulma does, like, she loved kittens.
Yeah.
So, like, that made her so happy. She was always, like, every time we brought a kitten in the house, she was so excited about it. So
Yeah.
she really liked having him around.
It really baffles me how people, like, you know, people will be like, oh, you're so good with dogs, you're so good with cats. I'm like, how can you not be?
Right.
It really
Yeah.
baffles me that people aren't bad with animals. Like
Yeah.
what do you mean? You just treat them like the
Oh.
good little creatures that they are.
Right.
It's not that hard.
Yeah, it's like, it's like they can't talk for themselves, and like they would never do anything out of like ill will. So like,
Yeah.
like just, you know, I feel like a lot of people also have a problem with like letting an animal come to them. Like they want only animals that are like super receptive to like coming up to them, and like they don't want to have to be able to like just sit there and let the animal like take their time with it, you know?
Yeah. My nephew's 4 and he comes over all the time, and we're struggling with that, where he wants to hold the cat, he wants to pet the dog, he wants, you know,
Right.
and it's like,
Yeah.
buddy, you gotta wait, you gotta let the creatures come to you. And the dog is terrified of children. I don't know why.
Oh, yeah.
Buttons is afraid of children. I think they're, you know, she got the long Cocker Spaniel ears that get pulled.
Oh,
But, you know, once my nephew learned that you can, you know, hey, take it slow and they'll come to you, it's, you know, it's been a lot easier.
oh yeah. Kids are always so, like, they're so gentle when they like realize that that's what the animal wants. Like, you know, they're just as like receptive to animals as they are usually. You know?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. They're usually, you know, once they figure it out, they can be pretty,
Yeah.
you know, pretty calm and sweet with the creatures. Have you ever had any like birds, reptiles, aside from your lizard that you won at the fair?
My fair lizard.
Yeah, your fair
My-
lizard. No.
Nope.
Do you ever have any do you ever have any people that are like, hey, can you watch my bird? I wonder, like, because that seems like such a niche market.
Yeah, I've watched plenty of birds. I've watched snakes.
You have watched
Yeah. The
Yeah.
birds that I've watched were really easy. Just, you know, change their food, change their water, and like typically you just like open the little tiny little compartment and they don't seem to mind because I'm not going in there, you know? It's like I'm just
Right.
opening a little section and pulling it straight out, so it's not like I'm reaching into their space.
Oh, so you don't have people that are just like, hey, I need my parakeet to be played with 3 times a day and teach
No,
them this
no.
song. You're just like, they're just like, here, feed them and you're good.
Yeah, the only time I've ever watched, like, as far as like drop-ins go, it's really just dogs. Very rarely will I have cats, but like exotic animals like snakes and birds and that kind of thing. The only
Yeah.
time I'm ever watching them is if somebody like leaves town and they just need somebody to make sure that they survive.
Yeah. I keep aquariums, and I'm always just like, I know you mean well. Don't touch it. Please don't touch it.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, because the last
Right.
thing I need you to do is feed my fish, and then you just dump the whole thing in there, thinking it's what they need.
Right. And then it just builds up a bunch of algae. You gotta like cycle the tank.
Oh yeah, no, I don't know if you know anything about that sort of thing, but you can like pollute the water pretty easily.
Yeah.
You know.
We've only had like smaller, not like smaller tanks, but like what, 55 gallon was it? We had like a 55 gallon tank that we had a couple Cory catfish in.
Oh yeah.
They were our little trailer park boys.
Yeah. Yeah, I love the Corys. They're so cute. They just kind of like
They
wiggle,
really are.
and they have so much personality for such a small little creature.
Yeah, I love the, what are they, like the little, like the bottom dweller guys? I love those guys.
Yeah. Yeah, I show mine on stream sometimes, and it's really fun to just like, it's fun to just watch it go. I have it here in the office. Do you have like a dream pet? Like, oh, if I had $1 million and could take care of it, like is there any pet that you would be like, yes, in a moment? Coolie loaches. Yeah, I have like 7 coolie loaches. No?
I really like, just as far as like owning pets, I like having like cats and dogs, you know?
Yeah.
Like as far as, it's like I would like to have a bunny again. But I just know that like Marvin, my oldest cat, he met my bunny before my bunny passed, and they were best friends. It was actually really cute to see him, like them interact with each other. But the rest of my cats, I don't know if like bringing in like any sort of other smaller animal.
Yeah.
Like maybe a Great Dane.
Oh, yeah, like a big dog. I've heard I heard
yeah.
they're like super lazy too.
Yeah, I love a big lazy dog.
Yeah.
Alma and Samson, they were half St. Bernard, half Rottweiler, and so big and lazy, but like still so down for a 2-hour hike. Like we could take them to the woods, and they would be able to do the whole thing.
Yeah.
The only thing with big dogs is like the fear of now that I have of bone cancer, because it typically goes after big dogs, and then also with big dogs you've got bloat, which is terrifying. So it's like I love big dogs, but I'm like, I don't know. Too much scary.
I would love to have a Great Pyrenees again, but it's the same thing. Like, they just, they're so big, they're so fluffy, and they're protective.
Yeah.
But, gosh, the hair in the house and
oh my gosh, yeah.
them getting sick. It's a real bummer. If I had one wish, it would be dogs live to be 80.
Yeah, I agree. It's a crime.
Yeah, no, it really is a bummer. I think I'd also I'd want I really want like a giant snail. I want one of those big ones that you see, the ones that are like this big. But you can't have those. You can't keep those.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Very illegal. You can't do it.
Very illegal. Yeah.
Are you so? I want to keep talking about pets, but I'm very curious about just like animals in general. Are you a fan of like zoos and stuff like that?
No.
Yeah.
So the National Aquarium of Baltimore is sick. Like if you're ever in Baltimore, I definitely recommend checking out the National Aquarium. Yeah. It's sick. I don't like animals being like trapped for our enjoyment.
Mm-hmm.
I think that like sanctuaries are really cool.
Yeah.
I think that there's like definitely a way that it can be done, that you can rescue animals and keep them on display,
right?
For lack of a better term, for humans to enjoy and learn. Because I get that like, zoos are utilized by schools for education purposes and stuff like that, but there's definitely just a different. I'm not a big fan. I haven't been to a zoo or an aquarium in like over 15, 18 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I feel like zoos are really tough.
Yeah.
I had like a big argument with a friend one time about it because like, they seem almost like my idea was like, oh, it's a necessary evil for like these creatures that are like hurt, can't survive in the wild, etc. But then like, you're right. Like, then why are you putting them on display?
And like it's like if they had like adequate spacing and it wasn't like plexiglass or whatever, thick glass walls and that kind of thing. It's just like I feel like whenever I see zoos or aquariums. It's like the spacing and what they have set up. I'm like, this isn't adequate.
Yeah. I don't know much about. I think our zoo here in Nashville does a pretty decent job, but they don't have any like big, they don't have any like big ticket animals. I think the biggest ones are like rhinoceroses that we have here.
Yeah.
That being said, I don't really know much about that. Nikki says some aquariums actually take care of the animals. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like the National Aquarium of Baltimore. Like they have a 3-legged sea turtle that's like over 100 years old.
Oh wow.
And like he wouldn't be survived right now. Like, he's has like a disadvantage as far as being in the wild with 3 limbs. So
yeah,
they definitely have their saving graces, but I still haven't been back in a long time.
Yeah, I went to when we were in Florida. We went to the Clearwater aquarium, and they had all rescues. So that was pretty cool. You'd see like a 3-legged sea turtle and little. They actually they would keep like sea turtles and release them like the little babies when it was safe for them to go. So that was fun. They just had these like giant tubs of sea little sea turtle babies. Yeah, where the Tellus dolphin is. Yeah, that was the one. I can't remember the movie. It was like what was it called? I can't remember. Dolphin Tale. Yeah, that's where the Tellus dolphin was. Excellent. Well, we're rounding out the hour, so I'd love to ask, as far as first off, would you go back and play this game? Like, if you had the ability, would you go back and play Barbie Pet Rescue?
Yeah. Yes. Watching your playthrough, watching you watch the playthrough, I was like, kept getting these little Jimmy Neutron brain blasts and like little memory pockets, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I just want to be able to just like quick. I want to like maybe do like a speed run, a little Barbie Pet Rescue speed run.
Yeah, it seems really like fun, and I'm sure like very nostalgic, and like I even felt like nostalgic for the time period, even though I never actually played the game, And then also, if you had to convince somebody that's never played games before to play this game, like what would be your pitch?
Oh man, that's a tough one. I'm like, I would say, do you want to know what a game looks like pre 9/11?
I feel like point and click games are pretty easy to be like, no, look, like you play Candy Crush, you can play this, Mom, or
right?
It's not like it's not like a Call of Duty style game.
Yeah, it's like literally anybody can play this.
Yeah, absolutely. And then
Building 7.
The other thing I love to ask is that okay, you get 2 choices. You can either erase all your memories of this game and replay it for the first time, or keep them intact. Which do you choose?
Keep them intact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that one's such a well. Why don't you tell me why you go for the intact?
So if I didn't have these memories, the memories that would be there would probably not be great. This game was definitely a heavy escape. So like it was like yeah. I'm like the memories I have from this game, like I've got like fond memories of like being in my room in that house and stuff.
Yeah. I also feel like, it's some of these games are so of their time that you run the risk of like playing it with your 2025 brain, and you're like, oh, this game fucking sucks. It doesn't even look real,
Right. No, I agree with that too. I really, when I was watching it, you watched the playthrough, I was like, honestly, for a game in the year 2000, like some of the games that they're coming out with now, the graphics are worse.
I know. Yeah, it does. It looks pretty good for an old game.
Right.
I think maybe my adult brain would get pretty frustrated with the mini games.
Yeah, and it's like the repeated of like the ringing and the Stacy. I was like I was like, I don't miss that part.
Yeah. Hey, oh, we gotta go do
Yeah,
this
it was like
again.
the repeated voice line. Yeah.
Yes. It was a little too much Barbie, but I totally get it. Also, I think I would probably get bored of visiting the same people's house to rescue pets.
Yeah, that was something I don't even think I noticed, because when we were watching it on your stream the other day, I was like, well, it really is just like the same people's house over and over again.
And you're like,
there's
okay,
one
we're
house in
gonna
this
call
town.
somebody. Yeah, and it's these people that are horrible at keeping their pets.
Right. And they've got a monkey.
Yeah, they got a monkey and a dog and a turtle and a just, get it together, guys.
Get it together.
Well, is there do you have any big streams coming up that you'd like to shout out? Do you have any big events planned?
This is my big event. This is my Super Bowl. I've been so excited. You're so good at interviewing, and I've just been so excited to come in here and just gab with you.
No, thank you. I so appreciate it. It's been really fun. I'm really glad that you sat down and did this. Yeah, what a good Super Bowl. Actually, you can't say the Super Bowl. You have to say the big game.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, oops.
Yeah, no, I think they've literally trademarked the term Super Bowl, which is stupid.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah. So if you're watching, you notice that like sitcoms and stuff, they never say we're gonna watch the Super Bowl. They always say the big game. Yeah.
That's so funny.
Are you ready for the big game? It's never the Super Bowl.
Yeah, right? That's so funny.
Yeah. Well, awesome. Guys, if you're not already, please go follow Lockness Marvster. I really implore you to, and then subscribe to the channel so you can get a collage made.
Oh, no, not the... I do make collages. That's been fun. I've actually taken I'm a little behind. We got to make more collages soon.
That's one of the coolest things that I've seen you do, is the collages and also I I had a little peek at your merch store, and I love your little designs so much, and I plan to ask you, do you ever plan on putting up a knit cap of the little shrimp?
The beanie?
Yeah, because there's a beanie up there, but I know that there's the knit caps, the smaller ones.
Oh, I should. I've been trying to get more. Nice. I've been trying to get more of the winter things in and the summer things out. That's what I tried to do when it went from winter to summer last time.
Yeah.
Last year or earlier.
I start wearing beanies in the fall because I shave my head and now it's cold.
I'm a hat person, so
yeah.
I'm always either in the summer I'm wearing a baseball hat, in the winter I'm wearing a beanie of sorts. So
oh yeah,
I feel that.
Well, yeah, guys, seriously, go follow Lockness Marvster. Go check out the Lockness Marvster shop. And she's got tons of cute designs up there. I implore you to go check that out.
Thank you. That's so nice.
Well, thank you so much for coming on. Do you have any last words for our for everybody?
No last words. Just I'm gonna see you around for sure. I've definitely had so much fun. I was nervous because this was gonna be my very first on somebody else's stream.
No way.
When we scheduled this, I was like, this is gonna be my first time being on anybody else's stream, and then actually the October 20th, I ended up being on Idyllic 710's stream. It's called Stone Streamers. It was a charity event. We were raising money for international relief teams, and I was like, well, now maybe I've got a little bit of my nerves out of the way since I got on somebody else's stream before, but still, I've got to get used to being on other people's streams because it's a little nerve-wracking.
You couldn't tell.
Definitely you're the best. You make you're great at the questions, the interviews, all of it.
No, you did so great, and I'm always surprised when I hear people say that they're nervous because literally everybody on this site has a bigger following than me. So I'm no,
oh
you
gosh.
talk to more people than I do every day.
Doesn't mean you've got way more charisma and you're way better at asking questions than I am. I was sitting here oh, I want to ask a question too, but I don't have any questions.
Well, it was wonderful to meet you and hang out with you, and like, you know, obviously we watch each other's streams, but it was the first time we got to chat. So
yeah, it's great.
Yeah. Are you going live anytime soon?
I probably will go live tonight. Yeah.
Okay, well, everybody get your ass over to Locked and Smarvster stream. Go see her. Thank you so much for coming out, and I so appreciate you.
Dude, I appreciate you so freaking much. Bye.
And that was my interview with Locked and Smarvster. We talked about her experience with a 2000s game, Barbie Rescue Vet. We also talked about her love of animals and how she carries that love into her adult life by often finding herself working with and rescuing animals. Make sure you show up next week when we talk to Bad Street about one of his favorite games, Donkey Kong 64. And until then, get out there and make some memories.